Hello, hello. Welcome to this episode of the Hello, Hello podcast. I am your host, Alyssa Rogers. And today we are in the studio at Rogers Heating and Cooling with someone that I am so excited to talk to. We were just talking before we started recording about how I don't know a lot about what happens at Gerdau in South Boston, and we're going to learn all about it today. So welcome, Thomas Forlines.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
It's a pleasure.
Yes, I am so excited to learn more about you and how you got to where you are today, and about Gerdau and all the cool things you're doing. And so let's get started. Tell everyone about yourself and kind of what led you to Gerdau.
Okay. So I'm Thomas Forlines. I'm born and raised here out in Mount Laurel. Gerdau was a new company to the area back in 2013. It used to be Cycle Systems, which most listeners probably remember. Gerdau purchased the Cycle Systems companies in 2013, where I was previously employed, and just kind of through acquisition, landed the Gerdau job.
Yeah.
And we've been rolling away since 2013.
So you were with Cycle Systems.
I was, yes.
In 2000, when did you join there?
2009.
2009. And what did you start doing in 2009 with Cycle Systems?
I had the pleasure of working as a temp, crushing cans.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what goes into that? Like, what is that like?
It's what you would imagine. It's hot, it's sticky, there's bees, A common fun topic for us is a lot of people assume that if it's aluminum, it can go with the can, so you have to separate it and all that stuff. And it was an entertaining time, and I was given a lot of opportunity throughout the years to progress and develop.
That's really awesome to know that there was a path for you and there's a career path in this. And so really awesome that you started as a temp,
right,
and then worked your way up the ladder. And so kind of what was your next move after the temp position?
I moved from the temp position running cans to overseeing the non-ferrous. This is where your coppers and brasses go, and my job was to grade it and package it. And then from there, I was offered a position as an equipment operator. So best job in the world. I literally got paid to destroy stuff.
That's fun.
It is fun. It's a wonderful time. And then I was an equipment operator for about 10 years, and then was promoted to a supervisor position. And then in 2023 was promoted to the site manager position.
Awesome. And take me through a day in the life of a site manager.
Oh, that's a big book to go through. We all enjoy the constant pulling.
Yeah.
And you never know where the day's going to go between people leadership, managing the business. We are a corporate organization, so making sure that our goals are being met and budgets are going in, But overall, it's really been a journey, and a learning experience every day.
I just think it's so awesome that you've come so far within pretty much the same company. I mean,
Right.
Of course it got acquired, but you've been in this industry for so long. And I think that there are a lot of people out there that really don't know what Gerdau does. And so can
That's
you
true.
tell us about kind of the services that Gerdau provides?
Of course. So we are a metals recycling company. Gerdau itself is actually a steel manufacturer. Everything that comes to our site is taken to our Petersburg steel mill. A lot of people are familiar with that. That one's Gerdau Ameristeel. A lot of I-beams and H-beams are produced there. So one thing we like to inform our customers of is your refrigerator poops out. that's going to get turned into an I-beam.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And then we have locations throughout the state in Roanoke, Lynchburg, Charlottesville, and our Roanoke and Lynchburg facilities have the ability to ship by rail. So some of that material might go to Jackson, Tennessee, or Charlotte, North Carolina, where they make rebar, rod, angle iron.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a cool thought to think about, that instead of it going into a gully like our grandparents used to do,
Yeah.
or going to the landfill where it'll never be seen again, it's being repurposed and supplies the infrastructure of our country.
That is really phenomenal to think about. And that tells you the importance of recycling.
It does.
And
yes.
so tell us about the true impact. And you kind of mentioned it, but like, what can be recycled? What are you guys looking for?
So we look for any metals, any alloys. We take all ferrous and non-ferrous grades. Of course, there's exceptions that come to that. We can't take any explosives. Propane tanks are a common confusion because to those that don't know, the way we process them, they will explode.
And so you have people bringing them.
They do, and we have to turn them away, which we hate to do.
Yeah.
But like for our site, we require them to be cut in half for the safety of those that do the processing. So we don't process at our site; it gets shipped to Petersburg. And as you could imagine, if multiple explosions are occurring throughout the day, it gets really expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how many employees are in South Boston?
At our location, we have 7.
Mm-hmm.
Most of us are from this area. I believe we have one guy from the Fredericksburg area, I believe, and our truck driver is from Illinois.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, when it comes to, I asked you about a day in the life. Now I want to ask you about some wild things that you've seen.
Okay.
Because you've been there a long time.
I have been there a while.
So can you give us some behind the scenes kind of crazy stories?
Sure. Let me think. Probably the biggest heartbreak that we have seen was a lot of the public knows we don't allow purchasing of anything that comes in. We don't allow trading weight. So whatever comes to our site is destroyed.
Yeah.
About 10 years ago, a guy comes in with a 1966 Pontiac. It's baby blue, and he drives it off of his trailer. Nothing wrong with it. I asked him, well, what's going on here? And he told me that he was scrapping it. And of course, as we all would imagine, my jaw hits the ground. And said, well, why would you scrap this? And he informed me that the frame was rusted and he couldn't put any more money into it. He had completely restored it. So the only thing missing from this car was the chrome pieces that he could resell. And I had the misfortune as the operator that I had to crush that car.
Oh my gosh.
And it was like a rip through my soul that this beautiful car had to be destroyed.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Nothing we could do about it.
Wow.
Another fun one was we bought a Indian sculpture made out of copper. And one of our employees wanted to take it home. And he did. And he got into the worst luck ever. And he ended up bringing it back and was like, nope. It's just bad luck after bad luck. And it didn't start until he took that thing home, brought it right back. Was like
bad vibes. So the person probably dropped it off because they were having bad vibes.
It's possible. Yep.
Oh my gosh. So you see some like crazy but cool stuff.
We do. It is always fun when, of course, there's some police presence. Whenever things go missing. And whenever the police are walking through looking for whatever's been reported stolen, and somebody had scrapped a moonshine steel.
Oh.
They want to ask questions. And it's like, it's just copper. I don't know.
Yeah.
So those are fun conversations.
I mean, I want to come over there and like see some cool stuff. And so the public can come and they're just dropping off anything and you guys are paying them
We pay in cash.
Okay.
And we take any kind of metals, so any steel, stainless steel, copper, aluminum, brass, appliances, old vehicles, uh, anything made out of metal, we'll take it.
Wow. And you are now the site manager, and you're doing awesome things for the community. And you were talking about the chamber and getting involved in the community. And I've seen that you're doing customer appreciation events.
Yep.
So tell us more about what you're doing for the community right now.
But we just had our first Customer Appreciation Day last week since COVID.
Mm-hmm.
We were trying to do those annually, but of course, COVID upended everything we knew. We got TC's Barbecue out,
Mm-hmm.
and we offered meal tickets for every transaction, and I believe it went a long way with the customers just being acknowledged and appreciated for
Mm-hmm.
the business we do receive. Another fun part that I like to brag about, especially with the chamber, is last year we bought about 15,000 tons.
Mm.
And around 55 to 60% of my clientele is not from this area.
Oh.
We get a lot of Roxborough, South
Mhm.
Hill, a little bit Chase City, Danville, Clarksville, Henderson, Timberlake, somewhat north, usually south and west and east sides of our county. And all these people are coming to our area, and then they're getting paid in cash. And then after they're done with us, they go to Gerdau
Yeah.
and they get some ice cream, or they'll stop by Supply Line and stock up on some groceries.
Yeah.
Or they'll stop by Sheets and top off their gas. So I like to think that what we do has a major part in our community as far as,
Give it back.
yeah,
Really?
helping the other businesses.
Yeah.
And as far as community involvement, like we try to be involved in baseball with Dixie and Feed Halifax. We're starting to get into a little bit at the racetrack, and yeah,
That's really awesome. And that's what it's all about.
right.
Truly, that's what it's all about, is giving back to the community. And you're doing a fantastic job at that. So thank you for everything that you're doing. And I want to know, in Halifax, where are you at? Like, show up. If that many people are coming from all over the place,
They
we need
do.
more people in Halifax. Come bring all your recycling and your scrap and all of that stuff. But I want to know a little bit about you, and like, what do you like to do for fun and outside of work?
Outside of work, I'm pretty simple.
Yeah.
Family man. My idea of a good time is doing whatever with my wife and son. We have an 8-year-old boy that keeps our hands full, and he's been just wonderful. And then my wife is the pink-haired girl at Factory Street that a lot of people know, and she's just everything to me. And usually wherever she is, I'm happy.
Oh, I love that.
That's not,
You hear that? And what are your current goals?
Current goals. Keep my son alive.
Yes,
That's a good one.
Important.
Mainly just heavily focused on parenting and being a good husband, mainly. That, and I think I'm currently trying to figure out how we can be more involved in the community at Gerdau through the chamber, and we're all aware of the different political stuff. And one of the comments I've made recently was our parents are aging out of the community, and it's our time now. And if we don't step up, then what happens to our community?
So true.
So that's, I think, a shift in my focus is keeping Halifax the way we know it,
Yes.
if we can, but yet bettering it to who we need to be.
That's awesome.
If I can live that example.
Well, you're doing it. So Thank you for that. And you were talking a little bit about, in speaking about that, the economy is a huge
It is.
topic of conversation. I'm sure the economy is a big deal in your world.
It is.
And so
yes.
how is the current state of the economy affecting what you do every day in Gerdau?
Of course, we get hit the same way that most supply chains do, where we're affected by fuel costs. Like I mentioned, we support our mill in Petersburg,
Hmm.
so everything gets trucked to Petersburg. So fuel rates are affecting things that we have to keep in balance, but yet trying to offer the best competitive pricing to our customers, where they're not feeling like they're getting ripped off. Has been challenging. We did get really aggressive on our non-ferrous pricing. So we like to think that we have very competitive copper pricing. Is the highest I've seen it lately,
Mm.
and it's really driving some flow into the area. I believe
Yeah.
we're buying lots of copper, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's really good. And so, what advice would you give to anyone in the community right now that has scrap or is looking to get involved in recycling? What advice would you give them, or what's some tips and tricks?
One tip is acquire a magnet.
Okay.
A magnet is a scrapper's best friend.
Really?
It is. If we actually give them out to our new customers when they come in. If you don't have one, we hand them out. It's something as simple as a refrigerator magnet can tell you the difference between whether your stainless is a 400 series, which is scrap value to us, or if it's a 300 series, which will give you 30 cents a pound.
Mm-hmm.
And just a magnet would tell you that.
Wow.
A lot of people might assume something's aluminum, and then they get their hopes up and they come over and it's steel, and then now their heart's broken and my heart's broken because their heart's broken. And if they had just had a magnet, they would know this is not aluminum,
Wow.
or they would know this is aluminum. So yeah, magnets are a tell in our industry of the easiest way to discern ferrous from non-ferrous.
And then cans.
Cans are a given, yes.
So, what do people need to start doing with all of their cans?
Cans, we buy them crushed or non-crushed. A common mistake or belief of cans is if it's aluminum, it can go with your cans. That's not the case.
Okay.
Cans have to be aluminum beverage containers. The universal term for them is UBCs, which is Universal Beverage Container. So if it doesn't hold a beverage and it's not aluminum, it's not a can. So like aluminum foil, pots and pans are common examples that we see. We do always enjoy the fun ones where people try, and you can't blame them for trying, because you get paid by weight. Right?
Yeah.
So sometimes people might want to throw some rocks in their cans and then crush them.
Really?
Yes, and those are entertaining. Or I've seen some where people come in with large loads after a rain comes in, and they try to get some water weight. Or whenever there's a good freeze, they ice up their cans and bring them in. So those are things that we have to watch out for because we have to make money as well.
Yeah.
So those are entertaining. We do have a machine that will reject the can if it weighs more than it's supposed to. So those are fun. But we hate having to send material back with the customers. So it's like, would really appreciate it if we don't have to do that.
Yeah.
And one of the things that's known to us is some people just don't know.
Right.
And that's where we're trying to shift a little, where we want to teach when customers come in.
Well, it really sounds like you are really informing people as they come in. And I think that's fantastic. So instead of just saying, nope, can't take it, you're actually informing them of what they can do next time and how they can improve. And I think that's really fantastic too. It really sounds like you're invested in your customers and also your community, of course. So thank you for that. And I want everyone to know, tell everyone where they can find you and where they can come. If they don't know where Gerdau is, let everyone know.
We are located at 2171 Biltuck Highway, which is approximately 1 mile east of Supply Line. If you're familiar with the world of sports and you're going towards Clarksville, we're the next business on the left.
And what are your hours?
We are Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 3:45.
Okay. Get your stuff together and get some money and don't let it go to waste. And it's building infrastructure in America. That's pretty freaking cool, if
It's
you
cool,
ask
yeah.
me. And I really appreciate you sharing all of this knowledge with us today and helping all of us learn more about the awesome things that Gerdau is doing in the community and the services you provide. I just really appreciate your time today.
Of course, I thank you for the honor of being here.
Yeah, absolutely. And I thank everyone for watching and listening to this episode of the Hello Hello podcast. Continue letting me know who you want to see next, and we'll get them in this chair over here. Continue rating, reviewing, subscribing, doing all the things you always do. I appreciate you so much, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye.